Are you seeing someone else? I had just gotten home from working late, carrying takeout, when I saw Emma sitting on the couch, gripping her phone tightly, her brows furrowed. Her voice cut through my evening like a knife. W, what are you talking about? I stammered. Stacy said she saw you kissing another woman in the parking lot, she said, her voice trembling but resolute that I nearly dropped the takeout. What? Are you sure? Could she have misunderstood? Emma bit her lip, eyes flickering. Stacy was very specific. She even described what you were wearing and which parking lot it was. I froze, my head buzzing. I'd just gone to the store for milk and bread yesterday. There was no time for that. Emma, you know I was at the store. I didn't do any of that. She frowned. You always explain, but I keep feeling like you're hiding something. Stacy's story is so detailed, it's hard not to believe her. I clench my fists. So you trust her more than me? 6 years together, and you throw it all away over one story? Emma looked down, silent for a moment. I just want to believe her. I don't know what to do. That's when it hit me. Our marriage was already starting to crack. Stacy's lies were like a snake, quietly slipping into our lives. Over the next few days, I tried to talk to Emma normally, but every conversation somehow circled back to Stacy. She says this restaurant is better. Should we go? Stacy suggested a weekend trip. It felt like every decision in our lives needed her approval. Then one day, Stacy showed up at our door herself, tears streaming, dragging a suitcase. Jack, I can't take it anymore. Jack left me. She lunged at Emma, who immediately pulled her inside and gave me an apologetic look that I stood in the kitchen doorway, coffee cup in hand, a mix of anger and helplessness churning inside me. Emma, she can't just stay here forever. Emma glanced back. She has nowhere else to go. I can't leave her alone. I swallowed hard, forcing calm. A few days is fine, but she can't just move in indefinitely. Days turned into a week into 2. Stacy hadn't just stayed. She had completely taken over our space. The guest room was a mess, the kitchen cluttered with fast food wrappers, and she watched TV loudly in the living room, completely ignoring me that I tried talking to Emma. She can't treat our home like a hotel. You need to set boundaries. Emma frowned. She just needs a little time. I scoffed. 2 weeks is a little time? She's acting like this is her house. Finally, one weekend afternoon, I called both Emma and Stacy into the living room. Stacy, I said firmly, leaving no room for argument. We've supported you, but this can't continue. You need to move out. Her eyes widened. You're kicking me out? I need you the most right now. I gritted my teeth. This is our home, not your refuge. You've already been here a month. Emma whispered. I can help her find somewhere else. I cut her off. No, Emma. You need to understand how much Stacy's behavior has hurt our marriage. Stacy wailed. You're heartless. Jack, you always have to control everything. I smiled coldly. It's not control. It's protecting myself and protecting our marriage. Eventually, she left, full of anger and tears. Peace returned to our home, but the sense of betrayal and manipulation made it clear. There was no turning back in this marriage that a few days later, Emma reached out, remorse in her eyes. Jack, I shouldn't have believed her. I shook my head, my tone icy. You chose to believe her over me. Once trust is broken, it's very hard to repair. She choked back tears. Please, give me another chance. We could go to counseling. I took a deep breath, voice steady. No, marriage isn't a game. You've already broken my trust. Emma cried. I was wrong. I turned and walked away, not looking back. For the first time, I felt an unprecedented sense of relief. Stacy and Emma's choices freed me from endless doubt and pain. Weeks later, I got a text from an unknown number. Jack, it's Marissa. I know Stacy lied. Can we talk? My heart skipped a beat. Marissa was a friend from our circle we rarely contacted. Why now? I replied, go ahead. The next day, we met at a cafe. Marissa handed me her phone. These are messages between Stacy and me. She admitted she lied. My hands trembled as I read them. Stacy had confessed to fabricating the story about me in the parking lot, just to sabotage my marriage with Emma. Anger surged, but beneath it came a chilling clarity. All my patience had been treated as a joke. She had been manipulating everything behind the scenes that I looked at Marissa. What should I do? Her eyes were steady. You need to protect yourself and make sure everyone sees the truth. I didn't act immediately, but I made up my mind. Emma had already betrayed trust, and Stacy had to face the consequences that I handed all screenshots to a lawyer to ensure legal backing. Then I calmly shared the truth with friends, family, and colleagues. Stacy's lies were exposed. People started questioning her motives. Stacy lashed out online, but no one believed her. Her reputation collapsed, work suffered, and friends drifted away. Emma couldn't escape reality either. Her remorse couldn't undo her mistake that I rebuilt my life, focusing on work and friends. When people asked about that marriage, I just smiled faintly. The past is the past. Months later, Marissa brought news. Emma tried to contact Stacy for forgiveness, but Stacy laughed, said she'd never regain trust. I nodded silently, calm yet satisfied, knowing I was no longer under anyone's control, that I gradually rebuilt my life, surrounded by people who truly trusted and cared for me. Stacy and Emma had to face the consequences of their choices. That sense of disappointment, anger, and betrayal taught me the value of trust and boundaries. I was no longer a man who endured everything quietly. I had become someone who could calmly and decisively uphold his dignity. I reflected on those nights of arguments, every conversation like a blade, sharp but clarifying. Emma's hesitation, Stacy's deceit, my own struggle between helplessness and anger, all paved the way for the decisive choices I made later. Now, sitting alone on the balcony, watching the city lights, I felt an unprecedented sense of ease. No manipulators, no doubters, just me and the people I could truly trust. Marissa later became a friend in my life. Her courage revealed the truth, freeing me from being trapped in false blame. Whenever Stacy came up, I'd just smile faintly. She got what she deserved. My life returned to order. The pain taught me how to protect myself, recognize manipulation, and uphold boundaries. That I realized that true freedom isn't just about escaping control. It's about reclaiming your own life. Emma and Stacy's outcomes were beyond my influence. What I could do was live my life with dignity and joy. That I no longer dwell on the past or let anger bind me. My focus is on the present and future, work, friends, hobbies, and the small moments that rebuild my sense of self-worth. Late at night, I sometimes think back to that moment. Emma questioning me, Stacy lying, every conflict etched into memory, but those memories clarified who is trustworthy and who isn't. I smile at my phone as it lights up with Marissa's message. It's all in the past. You should enjoy life. I reply, I will. The wind blows gently outside. I finally feel free, the burden of the past lifted. The world may be complicated, but I've learned to protect myself, set boundaries, and preserve my dignity. As for Stacy and Emma, I no longer complain or try to fix what's broken. I gave them chances, they chose their paths. All I can do is move forward and live my life. Every memory of that marriage and Stacy's manipulation brings a chill, but more than that, it brings strength. Those conflicts, arguments, and misunderstandings mark my growth, teaching me that true love and trust are irreplaceable. Losing them meant I had to choose my future with clarity. In the end, I learned to stay calm amid chaos and find a way through pain. Emma and Stacy's story was a lesson, and I am the survivor, the one who reclaimed his life. The city lights shimmer as I take a deep breath. I know I am finally free. No more anger, no more doubt, just clarity and steady steps. The pain of the past has become the fuel for moving forward. Whatever comes next, I won't be manipulated again, and I won't lose my dignity.